Hi there, I'm Jessica Dohmen Vereijssen and I work for Plant and Food Research in New Zealand in the Lincoln campus. I talked about the non-crop hosts for the tomato potato psyllid and how they actually harbour the psyllid during the winter in New Zealand. And what we found out is that we got two perennial plants that are Solanaceae, and one of them is an invasive plant, one of them is a native plant. And what we found is that the psyllid overwinters on those plants, but not only overwinters, it actually stays on those plants throughout the year. We can find eggs, nymphs and adults on those plants throughout the year too. So they're a pretty important how to say that, like basin for the psyllids to actually move into the crop. One of the things that we saw is that the psyllids probably don't really like the potato plants that much because they stayed on those alternative host plants much more than they actually went into the crop. We did that with some trapping in between the different the two hosts, so the non-crop hosts and the potato crop. And what we saw was that we can trap psyllids before the potatoes have emerged. So that's important because then we know they're active actually when there's no crop around. We also noticed that we trapped equal numbers of psyllids on both sides of the trap, where I thought we would see them more on the non-crop host side. And we also noticed that when there's not a crop around, around that non-crop host, that there's more females active than there is males. So that was a pretty important conclusion for us. We also tested some of those plants for LSO, and we basically found them to be LSO positive on the North Island. Only some of them, very low percentage of plant tests positive. On the South Island we haven't tested anything hot. And but we did test the potato psyllids hot on those non-crop plants. So in areas where there is not so much of these solanaceous, say, weeds around, we think that the volunteer potatoes or the bolters will actually fill in that gap that the non-crop plants do at the moment.